Welcome to our video on how to make your very own Christingle orange. We know that each Moravian church has their own special traditions on how to make their oranges. The central part of a Christingle is not the orange or the sweets, but is a lighted candle representing Jesus, the light of the world. Any sort of candle can do, but ideally one roughly 10 centimeters in size, such as these. You also need an orange. This represents the world, but if you don't have an orange, an apple will also do. The next part is red paper. You can use tissue paper, crepe paper, or red card. This represents the blood Jesus shed for the world. The red paper makes a frill at the bottom of the candle. This can be done in a number of different ways.
If you're using tissue paper, you probably need to use 2 layers of tissue paper to make an effect. If you're using crepe paper or red card, you only need to use 1 layer. Here, Anna is cutting out a circle approximately 140 millimeters in diameter, and that will form the basis of the first ruff that we're going to use in our Christingle. The next way of making a ruff is to again use 2 layers of tissue paper and measure about 100 millimeters to 70 millimeters with a fold at the bottom. And now she's going to cut halfway down from the loose end, halfway down towards the folded end, to make frills. This will make approximately 5 little frills. The last way people make frills is again to cut an oblong out about 100 millimeters by 70 millimeters, and this time cut down from the folded edge. It makes a slightly different sort of frill. Different Moravian churches make quite different frills. If you're used to making Chinese lanterns, you'll know this is the way that you make Chinese lanterns. There's no such thing as the right way to make a Christingle. So whether you make a circle here, or whether you have frills with loose ends, or if you make a frill like this, cut down from the centre, it really doesn't matter. As long as it's the way you like it, that's great.
All measurements are approximate, and a lot will depend on the size of your candle. Next, you will need to cut out some tinfoil squares such as this.
These are 9 centimetres by 5 centimetres approximately.
The tinfoil is used to hold the frill in place and put it inside the orange. Now you need a knife to make a hole in the top of the orange for where your candle shall go.
and you can pick which ruff you prefer. Because oranges are naturally different, not all of them will stay upright, so you may need to put one of your Christingles, or all of them, into an object that holds them securely, like this glass.
Lastly, we decorate the oranges with 4 cocktail sticks loaded with raisins and sweets. Jelly tots work particularly well as they give a nice glisten in the candlelight.
The sweets and the raisins represent the good things that God gives us, the fruits in their season.
When you light your Christingle, remember that it represents that Jesus came as the light of the world, and that is why we celebrate Christingle.
Have a very happy Christmas.